So this 2-week turnaround between Baddies Caribbean and Baddies Midwest is crazy. They're clearly not done filming because we've been getting all the tea from within the house. So they're going to be editing the season as they go along, which some of us kind of already thought they were doing. Another thing, y'all know Natalie and Jocelyn got beef. Y'all know Jocelyn's birthday is November 3rd, right? I feel like Natalie is trying to be funny. Like, you got your one season on right now, and I'm about to drop a second season on your head. Because it's like Baddies Caribbean was on while Jocelyn's Cabaret Texas was on. And now Baddies Midwest is going to be on while Jocelyn's Cabaret Texas is on. So it's like, I got 2 seasons to your 1. I really feel like that shade. But for the most part, the teaser is the same old, same old. The only things I really was excited to see is this sit down between Tasiki and Krishan. And then I also saw Jaden, Alexis, and Akbar getting into it with Biggie. And y'all know I don't like Biggie. And I actually do kind of like Jaden and Akbar going into the show. They both can do a lot, but I feel like their personalities can add to the show. So I'm excited to see what they're going to bring. We also did see Bad Dolly throw a drink on Tasiki like we've been hearing, and they are going to fight. Tasiki hit the fuck out of her. So with that being said, let's wrap up Baddies Caribbean Reunion with this episode 3 review/recap. So Biggie getting slapped by J.O. and doing nothing about it didn't surprise me at all. J.O. is a real hood bitch, and that type of bitch scares Biggie. And what Biggie likes to do is surround herself by other hood girls like Tommy and other girls who got hands like Tasiki in hopes that they gonna help her fight. But you're too big. Nobody's helping your big ass. They shouldn't be helping Anna either, just because she little, but they definitely ain't gonna help you. And Anna did not want that beat up by J.O. either. She was standing up like, oh, she not sneaking me. She lucky J.O. said, I'm going to let Nunu handle her. Because J.O. probably feel like she too big for Anna because that's how they been making it seem. But I don't care about none of that. Anna got a mouth of a big bitch. So Tommy was yelling in Biggie's face like, you need to go whip her ass. Like, Biggie trying to walk off and Tommy like, fuck that. But y'all should know by now. Y'all been around Biggie for like 3 or 4 seasons. Y'all don't know that bitch's pussy yet? And Biggie like, oh, I've been nothing but nice to you girls. I showed you nothing but love. No, you talked mad shit about them and they saw your confessionals, babe. You forgot when you were saying the replacements shouldn't have no say in the vote because they replacements and this is y'all house, as if you didn't just get off from being a replacement, as if Natalie didn't just start liking you and now Baddies Midwest, she don't like your ass again. Then Biggie kept saying she didn't want to talk to Wendy because Wendy didn't have nothing to say. Wendy started barking on Biggie like, bitch, I'm on the same stage as you. What about it? Biggie still didn't do nothing. Talk about I'm not giving you no clout. No, all you're doing is getting checked every which way. Then she starts screaming, heaven, heaven, heaven. I thought we was cool. What? Long story short, Santana was like, do you want your round with her? And Biggie was like, no, I ate that. All she did was touch my cheek. And Santana was like, you're pussy. Like, and then Jayla just sitting backstage looking at the whole fight. Like, girl, get back on stage with that scratched up cat scratch face. So Tommy started getting in Biggie's face like, what are we doing? You letting all these people punk you, basically. And Roelly decided to come save Biggie, I guess, and tell Tommy to calm down and get out of Biggie's face. And that's how they ended up fighting. And then I guess Roelly was also mad because Tommy was hitting the security and stuff. So the Tommy and Roelly fight was mid. Y'all be swearing Tommy could fight. Like, it's not that she can't fight. Like, she's not terrible. But she and Roelly are both, like, mid. Y'all be acting like Tommy is up there with, like, Krishan. And I don't see that. What's scary about Tommy is not her hands. What's scary about Tommy is that she'll run over you like she tried to run over Jocelyn. Or she'll come to the set with a BB piece like she allegedly did on Baddies Midwest. But the hands aren't scary. So Biggie ended up going in the audience and Anna and Tasiki was like, what are you doing over there? And she's like, oh, I'm done giving these bitches dialogue. They couldn't get a fan if it was hanging from the ceiling. So now you don't want to be on stage because you're afraid somebody gonna pop on you. And like Santana said, Biggie, shut the fuck up because you just said you wasn't giving her clout. You wasn't giving her a moment because you ain't want to fight. But now you want to talk all this shit from the sidelines and the crowd talking about, oh, I got more money than all of y'all, this, that, and the third. Bitch, you ain't saying none of that to her face and you didn't want to fight. So shut up. So the security is holding Tommy and Natalie's like, hold on, let her go. Noah, let her go. And y'all know who Noah is if y'all really watch Zeus. That's light-skinned security guard. Natalie kept telling him to let go. So Tommy looked like she tried to swing on Noah. He low-key looked like he was about to swing back, but he caught himself. And then the big black uncle-like security guard, Ant, he got in the way and kind of broke everything up. Roelly grabbed Tommy wig and was like, stop hitting the effing security, bitch. And Ant always seemed like he really cared about the girls. Tommy spit right in that man's face. And then I just saw a video of her like trying to gift him some stuff saying she's sorry. Tommy is too old and too mentally unstable for me. It's one thing to act like this when you under 30, but it's another thing to act like this when you're over 40. So Roelly went to sit back down on stage and Slim's blonde wig was in her seat. And Slim was like, that's my wig. You could just sit it in the pillow. But as we all know, Roelly's going to decide to put it on her head. Now, mind you, Tommy's in the back yelling at the security, talking about she need her chain, she need her phone, she need her purse, she need her wig, or she not leaving. Bobby came with the wig and the purse. And she immediately starts going off on him just like she did when he first approached her before she came on stage. Like, get out my face, Bobby. I'm not playing with you right now. And it's like, You didn't give him a chance to say anything. So Bobby was like, I'm not scared of you, you dirty ass bitch, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, he probably called her dirty because you just finished spitting on somebody on stage. And then Tommy said, oh yeah, real dirty. The same person that consoled you when you told me you had AIDS. What? But honestly, with Bobby's lifestyle, he's so open to using the white stuff and probably other substances that it doesn't really surprise me. So now Tommy's outside taking all of her anger out on Zeus's staff rather than the girls inside that she should have been taking it out on, telling them, oh, this is what they do for a living, work for Zeus and hold the light and hold the camera all day on some ratchet cheap TV shit, watching girls fight. But it's like, at the end of the day, Tommy, what do you do for a living? You do the ratchet TV. You're the ratchet on the ratchet TV. Because what else do you really do? You tried to rap, it didn't work. So your whole claim to fame is being a reality star on ratchet TV as well. And before that, all you did for a living was go to jail. Tinkerbella in the back still yelling about Meatball, talking about, oh, this y'all clowns, this is some bullshit, I'm out of here. You already fought her 3 times and got hit by a chair. They probably just done with you. They got 30 girls up here and a whole lot of storylines to address. It's not the Tinkerbella show, bitch. Your storyline has fucking closed. You want to leave because they not letting you go back on stage to fight Meatball again while they got other stuff to address. And J.O. clocked Biggie's tea, all the bullshit that she was doing all season, because Janisha asked her, like, what just happened back there? And J.O. was like, at one point, Biggie was rooting for the replacements in our face, but then when she was with the other girls or in the confessional, she wasn't rooting for us. She snuck Bianca, kept jumping in fights all season that had nothing to do with her, especially when you don't want to be fighting yourself. And then she also got on Anna, how you injure reserve and you hitting people and jumping in fights. And like she said, she came in with Nunu and Kiva. She didn't get to stay in the house with them, but those are her girls. And she feel like when they got in the house, they got overwhelmed. They got bullied. They got tag teamed. So now that they at the reunion, she's taking some fades for them. And she said Biggie and Meatball was close the whole show. So she feel like Biggie knew that Meatball was planning to cut her. And she said even when Meatball took the scissors out on the bus, everybody else looked shocked, but Biggie was laughing. So she said everything funny except when I smacked you. And then Kiva tried to jump in, but she wasn't making sense. She tried to say, oh, Biggie, you said I tried to hit you and that wasn't true. But that's not what happened. Anna was the one who said that Kiva tried to hit Biggie, and that's why she jumped in Kiva and Diamond the Body's fight. Biggie the whole time was saying to Anna, Kiva never hit me. So Kiva, you're not making sense right now. I don't know if Anna, why you not addressing Anna? Because that's who said that. So Kiva wanted to fight Biggie. Biggie said, I'm not fighting you. And Kiva was like, fine, because I'm not a bully like y'all, so I'm not about to force nobody to fight. And see, Biggie saw that Tasiki was still vibing with J.O. and Kiva, and that's why her ass walked off stage. And was like, I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Yes, because you know Tasiki is not coming to your rescue. The only way she would come to your rescue is if J.O. and Kiva jumped you, and I don't think they would do that. Biggie backstage yelling, I never been to jail, because I think J.O. and Kiva both said they've been to jail. And J.O. was like, where are your people that's riding with you? Because nobody was saying nothing. But Anna wasn't on stage, and like I said, Tasiki wasn't stepping up. So it was like Biggie was by herself, and she ain't want to fight nobody after she done popped all that shit. So Natalie had said a little while ago how everybody was finally on stage, like all the baddies had came on stage. But then Heaven and her were talking on the side, and Natalie was like, who you got smoke with? And Heaven was like, Dia. And Natalie was like, oh, I forgot about her. Because she the only one still not on stage. Mind you, it's only 20 minutes left of this reunion, and this the last part. So Dia, you was clearly the least valuable baddie in their opinion. Then we saw Dia just walk on stage with no introduction. She hugged Tasiki, and then her and Heaven started fighting. We couldn't see it all that well, but it looked like, and just going off of what we already know, I'm going to give the win to Heaven. J.O. went and tried to say something to Dia after the fact. And Dia was like, y'all bitches don't know what the fuck is going on. And J.O. said, I'm not bitches and I'm not yelling. And she smacked Dia too. Then Wendell Lee comes out of nowhere and smacks Dia. Now I know Dia did make a diss track on a lot of the baddies. So I'm like, maybe she dissed all of them in her song. I don't know. I know she definitely dissed Heaven, and that's where her and Heaven beef came from. Because then Heaven talked about Dia's deceased brother. But I don't really understand why everybody's getting on Dia right now, but I'm assuming it's because of the song. But Slim did go stand in front of Dia like, okay, y'all getting on my girl too much, and she just kept telling everybody like, okay, y'all got it off with her, like enough is enough. But Dia kept yelling and basically acting like she wanted to fight some more. So they setting it up for Heaven and Dia to fight again. And then we see on the stage, Kiva or somebody asked where was Biggie. And Tasiki was like, Biggie back there, she don't want to fight no more, but her and Anna got to come out here and do their thing. I had to come out here and do my thing. I fought Diamond. They said you wanted to fight me, Kiva, and I was ready for that. So Tasiki basically saying, Biggie and Anna, y'all need to stand on the shit y'all say. Just like I got to fight after I talk shit or somebody talk shit about me, y'all should do the same. And Tasiki told Kiva, I never said I didn't like you. What I don't like is that you let the fans get into your head. Which I agree. Kiva sits on live on TikTok every single day to this day, and so does Nunu. just talking to the fans about the season and going back and forth with the fans, popping shit about the girls. You know what I mean? Answering messy questions. Like, and Tasiki was like, even DTV, she let these people land her in the effing ambulance. And Kiva was like, well, me and DTV, two different people. So Kiva definitely not scared of Tasiki, but I don't think she really want to fight her. So now Slim is going to Heaven, and she like, okay, you and D are going to fight again. Catch your breath. Heaven going to say, my breath is catched. You mean caught? Girl, these girls got to go back to school. So then Kiva was like, oh, Tasiki, you say you fuck with me, but you don't. And Tasiki was like, I don't know what you want to do about it. You saying I don't fuck with you, so what you want to do about it? Like, at this point, I'm tired of going back and forth. I done told you I fuck with you, and you letting the internet get in your head. So do you want to fight or not? She kept telling Tasiki to back the fuck up and backing away from her, and Tasiki just kept getting closer to her, like, are we fighting or not? And Kiva was like, I think you're fake because you know that I love you, but then you act like you don't like me. And Tasiki was like, if we love each other, then what is all of this about? I feel like Kiva is really mad because when she came in the house that day and she got jumped by DTV and Anna, she felt like Tasiki should have been there for her more. But at the end of the day, Tasiki's relationship with Anna and Biggie is closer than yours. She just had met you. So she could still like you, but she wasn't going to take your side in that moment. She didn't jump in on you. You know what I mean? But I do get that she was kind of instigating the situation and how Kiva could have saw that as fake a little bit. So Jo was like, it's a misunderstanding, you guys. And she like brought Tasiki and Kiva in for a hug. Dia talking about she don't want to go back on stage right now and fight Heaven until she get her hat. Slim like, girl, get this fight over with before you get your hat. You see how I'm out here? Put your fucking hood on. So Dia put the hood on, but I'm like, girl, she shouldn't even put the hood on because that just gives somebody something easy to grab, pull the hood over your eyes. Like, everybody know you're really not supposed to fight with a hoodie like that because, like, it goes over your eyes. You was way better off just fighting how you was with the wig off and nothing on your head because then she wouldn't have had nothing to grab at all. So they had another round, and like I said, Heaven literally pulled Dia's sweater over her eyes and completely off of her. So she couldn't see the whole fight. So Slim told Dia in the back, like the same thing I said earlier about Tinkerbella and Meatball. They got a whole bunch of other fades to run here. They not about to keep going on with this shit. The first round, she got you. The second round, you got back in the field. It's over with. Dia like, no, it's not over until I say it's over. This zoo shit don't matter. She talked about my brother every time I see her. Okay, but for this day in the reunion, it's over. If you see her again, you do what you do. But you sitting here yelling and howling, like Slim said, is annoying. So Heaven's still yelling, popping it, sounding like the knockoff stunner girl that she is. And then Natalie was like, you know, this is all stemming from Dia's diss track. And Saucy was like, well, Heaven whooped Delilah's ass. And he was like, Delilah, where are you? And he said, it's too much cop and please going on around here for him. So they bring out ET. The crowd starts booing. And Tasiki was like, don't do that, y'all. Give her a chance. And y'all see she got on her Dora outfit. I told y'all her polo tee and her tennis skirt and her black bob. So she took her bob off as soon as she came out. And Roelly was actually smiling at her when she first came out. You could tell Roelly did miss ET and she wanted to squash it. ET did a spin past the security, basically ran into Roelly's fist and slipped on some water along with the security slipping on some water. Roelly got right on top of ET and basically had her knee on ET's neck like she said she did. And Roelly was like, we are sisters. I was willing to get jumped by 10 bitches for you. You only want to fight me because you know you wrong. I'm not going to fight you again. And Roelly was like, at the end of the day, you're a Virgo. You take shit too far when you get mad. And I'm not going to continue to sit here and fight somebody that I love. So we got what we got. You ran up on me and I defended myself. So it's over. ET says, no, bitch, and swings on Roelly again. ET is ridiculous and so immature, like I said. I think she is a lot younger than Roelly, but it shows. And Roelly was like, you have no growth and you're scary. That's the only reason you made up with Tasiki. Tasiki had to step up and was like, Roelly, do not put me in this shit. Keep my name out of this shit. This is between you and her. And Tasiki was basically trying to tell Roelly, like, ET is passionate and her feelings are hurt, but she's about to cry too. Like, they both were sitting there about to cry, but they still fighting each other. But at least Roelly was able to verbalize, like, I don't want to keep fighting you. ET is just so childish that it's like she knows no other way to get her anger out. She don't know how to talk shit out. Like, she gotta fight it out. ET went and sat next to Callie and Gretch, and I honestly do think they gave good advice. Y'all two need to talk off camera. Like Callie and Gretch said, they had a whole fight on the season, and they made up immediately after. Some friends could do that. Some friends fight and make up. It's not for me, but it is for some people, and it does seem like as soon as ET and Roelly saw each other after this reunion off camera, they were able to make up. And Roelly was like, you went to Rainbow and had a $2,500 shopping spree. So I guess she was trying to say that that's what ET got paid for the reunion, but I'm pretty sure she got paid more than that. And then she was like, Dora, 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 the Explorer. Boosting super cool Explorer. I was cracking up. So it's literally time for the final thoughts. And here comes Mariah Lynn coming back on stage with these fucking sunglasses on her eyes. Somebody must have told her Bianca left. Santana said, who is that? Because it's like, girl, what did you come back in the last 5 minutes for? Heaven talking about bring her back next season. How about no? They went back to get the original. They trying to bring Stunner back this season. Asian doll says she respect Mariah because Mariah got out there with her. And they exchanged respect and love for each other. That fake ass friendship, that won't last either. Because y'all basically just like each other off y'all mutual hate of Bianca. And she just said she don't like the Mariah hate train. Jayla said Callie and Gretchen is always up for you bitches. They told her to shut the fuck up. But they didn't accept the offer because Jayla did say we could run it again right now. So it was Sapphire's turn, and she said she built bonds with a lot of the girls except for Bianca, but she kind of understand how that transpired now. And she basically said that the Meatball and Tink situation was always going to hurt her because we know her situation with Suki. So then Tinkerbella and Meatball started arguing again. Tinkerbella was like, that bitch is a hater. Anybody who thinks she's not, y'all are top haters too. So then Tinkerbella got up. She threw her water bottle at Meatball. Meatball picked up her chair for the second time. As y'all can see right here, she threw the chair. She missed Tinkerbella, and Anna got hit with the chair. And Biggie went running. Never seen Biggie move so fast in my life. And then the chair almost like fell onto ET, and she just caught it and moved it like it was nothing. No reaction. Anna literally looked hurt. Like she was on the floor for a minute. ET goes back over to Roelly. Roelly hits ET with a chair now. It was a quick round, but it looked like ET got that one. Janisha was loving Saucy because she loved the mess too. Santana was like, Anna is not that hurt because everybody was checking on Anna after she got hit by the chair. And Janisha was like, you's a mess. But she was laughing like... So Tinker was in the back being a clown, telling the security they keep taking her in the back, dancing, jerking, all this stuff. Biggie still in the audience, giving her final thoughts from there, talking about it's big Dominican. She made more money than all the replacements put together to come to the reunion. Still popping shit, but still from the sidelines. Meatball said thank you for the experience, but she just feel like the beefs was so small that they could have hugged it out. I definitely feel like her and Slim beef was not that serious. And as far as the thing with her and Tink, I think it just needs to be talked about off camera. And they probably could have talked it out as well. But, you know. So then we just see Saucy and Janisha giving their final remarks. Santana said, I thought E.T. was Dora, but she was the other lady. Y'all know that meme where the lady got on the... and she doing that thing with her back? Y'all might not know. I'll see if I can put it up. Santana said when E.T. fell, Roelly put her whole P-U-S-S-Y on her face. He gagged. And then Janisha was like, but I did want to see what would have happened if E.T. didn't slip. And I do agree. Santana definitely was sweating, patting that head. But overall, this was one of the best reunions. And I do hope they do bring Santana back. I think that he's a good host. And I think that him and Janisha balance each other out well. Like he brings her messy side out, but she helps him stay a little bit classy. So that's the end of Baddies Caribbean. And I will see y'all in about 2 weeks for Baddies Midwest episode 1. Bye.